Ralph is very creative performer, you know, as far as performing on stage and dancing and stuff. That's what I admire a lot about Ralph. He can bring across a song very well and make you like that song even if you didn't like it just by his performance. He's very creative and has a strong personality.
Ralph, musically, he has the best ear for music out of the four of us. When I speak Ronnie, Ricky, Ralph, and myself, he's very strong musically. He knows what he wants to do. It's just that in working with other people, it's hard for them to understand where he wants to go. And I think deep down inside, he wants to be able to just, what he hears, plays, and does for himself, and then you really get to see the musical side of Ralph Tresvant. Personally, he's strong-minded. He knows where he wants to go. Sometimes you don't know if Ralph wants to take you here or take you there because you don't understand. Only he knows. But the idea is so strong, you almost have to do it to see where he was coming from. You have to go through the experience to go, oh, now I understand what you was talking about.
I never really realized, you know, how talented he was. I knew as far as his dancing ability goes that he was, you know, it was there. But, I mean, when you sit and listen to this guy talking, you know, about certain things, different music and stuff like that, and you go, I call him Riz. I go, Riz? You know, it really surprised me that this guy would know so much, you know. I think he's a very talented young man.
Comparisons is something we've always wanted to get into. As far as us being compared to the other guys, I mean, we've always admired them guys. You know, those are people we've always looked up to, we still look up to, and pattern ourselves behind. You know, Temptations choreography, the energy and the enthusiasm, you know, just everything about being out there on stage and doing things as a unit, everybody dressing the same at certain occasions and things like that. That whole thing is nothing new, you know. It was all an influence by those guys, so to be compared to them is nothing but a compliment to us, and it'll always be that way. Then there's comparisons with us and newer groups that's been coming out. You're probably talking about that also. I mean, that's one thing New Edition's always looked for. We've always wanted that day when people stop comparing us to other groups and start comparing groups to us. We've always said that, and now it's finally here. We love it, and we're always going to love that. Me, personally, being, well, what can I say? I'm flattered. I'm always flattered by, you know, when people say, hey, you know, you're going to be the next Smokey Robinson, the next Michael Jackson. Hey, you really think I could do that? Oh, I love it. You know, it's something that really makes you want to keep on doing this and, you know, see how far you really can go. Because I really don't know. I don't know if we're going to be around tomorrow or, you know, the next week. So as far as I'm concerned, what we've done so far has made me plenty happy. You know, I'm happy right now with knowing that a lot of people out there enjoy and fell in love with a lot of songs that we put out there. And the comparisons, I hope, you know, one day all these great expectations that they're giving myself and the group, I hope they come true for us all. I love creating. I love creating I love creating music. I love performing the music that we create more than I like performing music that's just given to us, you know, because we know exactly what we're trying to bring out of a song when we create it, and we can bring it out. I think the best part is going out there in front of a packed house of girls that just want to simply be up there where you are and yell your name and scream. I love that. You know, that's my favorite part about it all. Ralph Tresvant just wants to make New Edition as big as you know, could possibly do it, go or be. You know, the group, I think, has the potential and has the individuals within the group that can make us stay around for a long time. Each person individually has their own character that when we get together, I think it's a real good chemistry, you know. It's real nice. The feel is there. The talent is more than there. You know, it's getting real. It's getting to the point where I'm starting to believe that we can be around for a long time. We can have some longevity in this business. And I just hope all these things that everybody says and all these expectations come true, you know. As far as myself, you know, I'm going to be a producer, a writer, and I'm going to bring up other groups, and I'm going to probably one day I might do something on my own, you know. I'm quite sure one day it'll come to the point where I have that that ambition, or I want to see how that feels. But it'll be long after New Edition's done what New Edition had to do. And when it happens, New Edition will be the cause of the whole thing. You know, it'll be nice. It'll be well-timed, and it'll be when everything is proper. When the time is right, you know, I'll do something. But right now, I'm into New Edition, you know. There's been a lot said, and a lot of things have been said and done to hurt the group within these last 2 or 3 years we've been off or whatever. A lot of things. But when we come together, we've always been able to overcome them, you know? And it's just so much more that I think we have to prove to people and to everybody and to ourselves before we can say, all right, we've done what New Edition had to do. Now, Mike, you go be that businessman. You go bring up a lot of groups, and you go establish a bunch of big buildings. Ronnie, you go out there and you go model, and you be the best you can be at what you want to do. Same thing for Ricky, Johnny as well. And then I'll think about what I want to do, you know? Then I think I'll go into what I want to do.